first question. What did you dream of becoming when you were about a 10 or 12-year-old boy?
I always wanted to be a fireman. I thought I would help society the most if I could put out fires. That's my earliest recollection. It's not my permanent recollection, but it's my early one.
Yeah? And then, so how did that play out? At some point, you weren't becoming a fireman. So how did that dream about what you wanted to do evolve?
As time goes by, you change your values and objectives, which I did. And I didn't want to be a fireman anymore. I'm not so sure. I think I wanted to be rich and be an executive so that I could create my fortune that I could in turn pass down to my children and grandchildren. So I don't know if you'll ever become the beneficiaries of that, but I'm still working on it.
And you think, have you accomplished this objective, do you think?
Some of it.
Some of it,
yes.
Yeah. All right, good job. Thank you. What is the hardest decision you ever had to make, and how did you make it?
My hardest decision was probably asking Oma to marry me. I was convinced that she would be a good choice, but at the same time I had a skeptical thought about it. We were different religions, and but in spite of our differences, we made it work pretty well.
How did you then go about making that decision? It was a hard decision. What in the end made you decide to ask her to marry you?
I was in love with her. Any shortcomings that we had were overcome by our mutual love for each other.
Yeah, that's great. And I remember I remember your father in particular was very upset about the different religions.
Yes.
You were Protestant, she was Catholic.
Yes.
How did you handle that conflict with your dad?
Diplomacy did not work. He threatened to disown me if I married her, but my love for Oma was strong enough, and so we were married.
Did Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet play have anything to do with your decision making here?
No.
Okay. I think that story had similar themes to it.
Right.
Okay. Describe a moment that made you feel most like yourself.
That's a tough one. I never quite knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. But I finally made up my mind, and I chose a career with which I feel deeply rewarded, and I think I chose the right path.
So working in your career
Yes.
made you feel most like who you were.
Yes.
And yourself.
Yes.
That's wonderful. That's great. Okay, tell us about somebody who changed your life because they believed in you.
I had a gentleman friend of mine, he actually worked for me, an older man who was in World War II and who won the Congressional Medal of Honor. He was on my sales team, and he was a very honorable man, a devout Christian, and someone who, although he was in my employee, someone I respected and looked up to with the greatest respect that I had.
I think I remember you telling me about him at one point.
Damien Nice.
Yeah.
And he won the Congressional Medal of Honor in World War II.
Highest civilian honor, I think, or maybe Presidential Medal of Freedom, but one of those two, yeah.
Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yeah. And is there anything other than just living, it sounds like living an exemplary life, which he did, was there anything he did or a moment or something he said to you that you just remember that made a difference because you knew he believed in you?
I had great respect for him. He was a devout Christian. He would pray before every meal. Although I didn't share some of his strong ethnic beliefs, I respected them deeply.
Yeah, that's great. What do you hope your children, Ellie, Karen, and me, remember most about our childhood?
I hope you remember the values your Oma and I tried to instill on you, and our hope would be that you instill the same thing on your children and grandchildren.
I can confirm that I have and will and did, but what are those values that you hope we remember?
Honor, respect, love of family, sincerity, generosity.
And I remember education seemed to be a big value from
Yes.
both of you.
Yes. Yeah, Oma and I both did all we could to have our children and grandchildren devote themselves to their education and learning. On a permanent basis.
Great. Okay, what is a challenge that you faced that made you stronger?
Marrying your mother, Jean. We had some differences, and we both worked hard at resolving those differences, and that made us stronger.
What do you wish people understood about you that they don't understand?
I don't know. I've always tried to be sincere. I always wanted to think of myself as an open book and not have any clandestine or sub rosa thoughts. I wanted to be simply understood for who I was and what I stood for.
What's the most important thing you learned about love?
I learned that love is something you have to demonstrate on a yearly, monthly, daily basis. Love and respect and honor. Those are all words that I think describe my feelings of love.
Okay, if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Do a better job in school. I think I was probably a C student, and I never appreciated the education I was getting like I should have. So I think I should have applied myself a lot better when I was learning than I did.
Is that grade school, high school, college, all three? Masters?
Through grade school and high school.
Yeah. So you did take your studies more seriously at
College.
Middlebury? Yeah?
Yes.
And how is it that you made that switch?
I got accepted. And I had some good friends who felt that I should be honored. One of my best friends, Milt Peterson, nominated me for everything. And I took that nomination seriously. So I had some good role models.
Yeah, yeah. If I remember correctly, you were elected by your peers to be the president of your fraternity?
Yes.
How did that come about?
I'm not sure. I don't think I worked at becoming a leader aggressively, or even even with my knowledge. Someone felt I was a good leader, and I guess I took that as an endorsement of my skills.
Yeah, was there anything in particular about you at Middlebury that you would say made your peers decide to elect you as their president?
I'm not sure. Whenever my brothers in the fraternity were looking for someone to do something, I seemed to be the one that got nominated. And I accepted that nomination with pride. And as a result, I was honored by being elected their president.
What was your biggest professional accomplishment?
won the highest award in my sales profession. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And I don't remember anyone else in my profession who had that frequent a success as I did. So I'm very proud of that.
That's right. Is that the 21 Club?
Yeah.
And what happened when you earned the 21 Club honor?
Well, some nice things happen for you and your spouse. Trips. We went to New York City, to the World's Fair, to Hawaii, to St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, to Puerto Rico. And I was very proud of that. I think Oma was proud of that, of me, for doing that too.
Yeah. And I believe there's a famous restaurant in New York City named the 21 Club.
The 21.
The 21?
Yeah.
And you've been there?
Yes.
Was that part of that award, or is that
Yes.
just separate?
Yes.
Why was it called the 21 Club? Or
That was the address.
Okay. But how about the award at Kodak, the 21 Club?
Well, 20. It's actually 22-1. It's a 5% club.
Okay.
And the culmination of that trip was dinner at the 21 Club, at the dinner of 21
Yeah.
restaurant in
Gotcha.
New York.
Gotcha. Great. That's awesome. Okay, beyond your accomplishments, what do you want to be remembered for?
Being a good father and grandfather and family man. Family was very important to Oma, attested to by all the reunions that we had. And at first I didn't share that same devotion to family, but I grew to later on.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone asks me now what's the most important thing in my life,
Mm-hmm.
it's my family.
Yeah. Well, this is our Father's Day weekend, and you've been a wonderful father, and I thank you for that very
Thank
much.
Thanks.
Okay, so you've traveled. What do you remember as your most favorite places to have visited? Maybe the top 2 or 3 places you visited on planet Earth.
On planet Earth, the Tetons.
Which you climbed to the top.
I climbed to the top.
1975 or 6?
5, I think.
Yeah.
My children and grandchildren, my family,
Beyond places.
places.
Yeah.
You said beyond places.
Oh, just are there like particular places
Oh,
in the planet that you just remember and you're glad that you visited and saw?
oh yes. Alaska,
Yeah.
Hawaii,
Yeah.
49 states. My favorite place is California.
Mm.
That's where I started my career with Kodak, in Anaheim, California.
You lived in Southern and Northern California. Are there any particular places in California that are your favorites?
San Diego, Lafayette. I liked them both.
Pebble Beach.
I didn't live there, but yes.
Okay.
Spyglass.
Yeah. Okay, back in the 1970s, there was this really popular craze, the citizen band radio, the CB radio, and you drove your famous, I think, 1973 Mercedes 280 SEL, and you installed a CB radio on your commutes from Monument to Denver and back every day.
Yeah.
And in those days, you used to have a handle, or your nickname, your radio nickname for yourself. What was your nickname and why?
Pilgrim. Because I came from Massachusetts, I guess. I had to think of something. and I like the handle Pilgrim.
Yeah. It seemed fitting. You're right. You're a New Englander, where the Pilgrims were from, and you were also a traveler. So it seemed fitting. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are here in Pinehurst, overlooking this beautiful backyard. And you guys, I think, bought this house in 1999, I think, something like that. So you've been here for 26, 27 years, a long chunk of time. What has living here in Pinehurst meant to you?
Golf friendships. A few neighbors, friends. The community.
Good.
If I had to do it all over again, would I do the same thing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably. There's a few things that I probably shouldn't have done, but I can live with that.
You want to include those on this recording?
No.
Okay. Is there, some people say that people don't regret the things they did as much as they regret the things they didn't do. Are there any regrets about things that you didn't do?
No, I don't have any regrets about things I did not do.
Good. That's awesome. Okay, another question would be, do you have any particular mottos that you lived by? Maybe at different times of your life, or any particular sayings or motivations or mottos that were particularly meaningful to you?
Can do.
Can do. I remember that at Kodak. That was a phrase you used at Kodak. Why? Where did that come from, and why?
As a sales manager, a district manager, people who reported to me would ask me questions. They seemed to feel that they needed my approval, and my answer was always can do. We may not want to do it your way, but we can do it. We can find a way to do it. And I had a sign on my desk that said can do.
Yeah. And so that was a phrase you used when you were a manager, leading people at Kodak. Did you continue on? Was that a part of your personal life as well? And did you, when you stopped working at Kodak, did it change to some other phrase? Did you have a new phrase or motto?
No. When left Kodak, I didn't have a motto. Have fun.
Have fun. It looks like you accomplished.
Enjoy.
It looks like you accomplished that. You retired, I think, when you were about 57 years old.
1961 to 91. How old was I? 91.
91. 56.
Yeah.
So 56, you retired. What was it like to go from working a 30-ish year career to being retired?
That was hard. I even got a couple of the odd part-time jobs to keep busy.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed working. I enjoyed my career at Kodak. And so when I left, there was a certain void there. And I had to fill it with something.
Yeah. Okay. This July 4th is the country's 250th birthday. What are your thoughts about the United States of America?
I'm very proud of my country. I'm very proud to be a citizen of my country. I'm glad that I was able to serve my country. I'm happy to pay taxes. I try to be a good citizen. And a good leader in my community.
Okay, so there's always been division in politics going back to the very founding of the country, Thomas Jefferson, political parties. So the fact that there's division between political parties is not unique or new to this United States experiment. Do you think the best days of the United States are ahead of us or behind us, and why?
Well, I hope they're ahead of us. Although I'm very proud of my country and what the leadership of my country has accomplished so far. But I think and I hope that there are better days ahead.
What do you think of this newfangled artificial intelligence, AI technology? Is that a good thing or maybe not so good thing?
It probably could be a bad thing, but I hope it's a good thing.
Kind of like most technology.
Yeah.
Nuclear technology can be good or bad.
Sure.
Cars can be good or bad. Yeah. Okay. Fair. Okay. Who's your favorite sports team and why?
Sports team?
Yeah.
I've had many of them. And they keep getting replaced as I move from one place to another. The New York Giants football team was my favorite. They didn't have Boston Patriots then. Moved to California, and the Rams were my favorite. And the 49ers in San Francisco. Moved to Denver and the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a good friend who was the general manager of the Nuggets for several years.
Carl Shearer.
Carl Shearer.
Yeah.
And now my favorite sports team is the Duke Blue Devils.
Aha, yeah. Basketball team.
They're not a professional team.
Right.
But they had a coach named John Krzyzewski, who I admired greatly.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was ever going to turn on the TV and watch a sports team, it would be the Blue Devils.
Great. Good program.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess wrapping up, thank you for taking some of these questions and sharing your answers. This will probably be viewed by your children and grandchildren, maybe even great-grandchildren. What would you like to say to them?
Well, I'm now in my 90th year. It's been a great ride. I'm not sure how many years I have left. But I hope I'll remain in good health. And I hope that my legacy will be one of fondness for their Opa and good memories.
All right. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and everything else that you've shared with your family. Really appreciate it.
Sure.
Love you.
That's fun.